Time to tell it like it is.
What's up, my YouTube viewers? Harvey Rants back with another one for you, joined by the one and only Echo Sparks. Everybody, or at least it seems like everybody, has done a video talking about R. Kelly, so I'm going to do one as well. Now, first of all, I'm going to start by making it perfectly clear that I've never been a fan of R. Kelly's. Let's get right into this, and I'm going to just hand over to you first.
Okay, I'm going to take it. All right. So I think right now everyone has formed their opinion of R. Kelly in the situation. Whether they agree with it, they believe the allegations, and I'm just going to share my personal views, and I think that he's a sick man. I think that he's a predator, a pedophile, and I am glad that I had the opportunity to see this documentary, to see all of these allegations come to light. I commend the women that came forward. I have some reservations about some of the women. I'm not dismissing any of the things that were said. It's just a lot of information that we all had to take in, and the one thing that I will say is these women were victimized, and I have an issue with the very young women that were in his camp, so to speak, and staying with him. But the older women, I'm still trying to grasp and understand how they got themselves locked up into this situation when they were in their 30s. I believe there's at least one that was in her 30s and willingly was hanging out with this guy. But there's so much that I don't even know where I want to start and share, other than just to say that I think that he needs help. I hope that he gets convicted. I hope that some of these allegations will put him in jail.
Something I've said in some of my other videos as it relates to when we spoke about the whole thing with Bill Cosby and all these other people that were coming out speaking on situations where they were sexually harassed, they were raped, they were sexually assaulted, whatever the case may have been, and my feelings pretty much remain the same as it relates to that. Specifically those people who make the conscious decision to accept certain types of behavior because they're trying to gain something for themselves. And this may not be the case for all of these women that were targeted by R. Kelly, but there are some that admitted that, you know, they wanted to further their careers and things like that, just like the Terry Crews situation, because I guess we can speak about that right now. That's going on right now, where a couple of days ago, he said he was going to slap D.L. Hughley or something like that. He's mad because 50 Cent, a whole bunch of folks are making fun of him. But, you know, you can't go and tolerate this behavior so that you can further your career, or for whatever reason. If it means that you're going to be out of a job because you know, punch somebody for touching you or something, or even if you just simply you don't resort to physical violence, even if you file charges or call the police or whatever, that means you're not going to get that part in the movie or whatever the case may be, so be it. But when you accept, when you tolerate, when you are in a situation and it's clear that they're doing what they're doing, you make the conscious decision to accept that behavior because you want to get that part in the movie. You can't come back then 30 years later and try to say, hey, they raped me or they sexually assaulted me or whatever it is that they did. You wanted the part in that movie, or you want to further your career, as a lot of them were saying. So you accepted the sexual advances or the sexual assault or rape or whatever it was. And I honestly I have trouble even thinking about it like that or considering it that. Once you make the conscious decision to accept that behavior, it's not rape, it's consensual. It's consensual. It's not rape, it's not sexual. You can't consider it that. You make the conscious decision to accept that. That's a deal done. It's like a contract. You can't go back later and say they did something that was against your will. And let me speak more specifically to Terry Crews' situation real quick. I know we're supposed to be talking about R. Kelly, but now Terry Crews, first of all, let me point out the fact that he lied. That's the thing that bothers me the most. He says in this little back and forth thing with D.L. Hughley that, you know, he did all of that. His exact words that he tweeted. He did all of that, all of those things. When he actually did not.
What are all those things? People might not know what you're talking about.
He said that D.L. Hughley was asking him, everybody, a lot of people were asking, even the white lady, that judge or whoever she was, asking, why didn't you, that's what she was doing, like why didn't you push him away? Why didn't you do something? People are asking this. Everybody's asking this. He said that he was suggesting that he did all of those things. His exact word, he did all of those things. Were you there? That's what he says to D.L. Hughley. He did all of those things. His exact words, okay? But then, I remember clearly, and just to be sure I was correct, I went back and you and I watched it. Just to be sure I was correct, I went back after all this time and watched it again. And it was exactly as I remembered it. He sat in front of that whoever that white lady was, that judge or whoever she was, and she clearly asked him why he didn't resort to physical violence or do something to, and he said his exact words was that he held back. His immediate response was to do nothing because, and he was kind of hesitant to say it at first, and she was suggesting that he just say it just like it is, tell it like it is, and he says that, you know, you only get one opportunity for success. You get very few opportunities to make yourself, or all these things he was saying. Okay, so that was your decision. You wanted to further your career, and you decided to tolerate this whatever this guy, when he grabbed your penis, whatever he did. Again, that's like that was your agreement with that man. I'm accepting this behavior because I want to further my career. You can't come back later and then say it was something that it wasn't. You can't say, oh, I changed my mind, because you can't take back the parts that you've played in movies. You can't take back the fact that he already grabbed your penis. We can't rewind time, unfortunately. We can't do that. So, like I said, number one, Terry Crews lied. That's the thing that bothered me. He lied. He flat out lied. And anybody can go and look at the videos. Terry Crews can get mad at me, and just like he did with all these celebrities, D.L. Hughley can say he's gonna slap me. I don't care. You flat out lied. You lied. It's on video and everything. But nevertheless, back to this whole R. Kelly thing, okay? Now, the thing that bothers me the most about this, and again, I'm going to try to be real short about R. Kelly, okay? The thing that bothers me the most about this whole R. Kelly situation, the fact that so many people, knowing, they try to compare R. Kelly to Michael Jackson and all these other celebrities, or you got to stop listening to this person's music, that person's music. No, you don't. No, you don't. First of all, understand something. There are many artists, many celebrities, many people in this world that didn't even know anything about this craziness that was going on with R. Kelly until this documentary, this stuff came out. This little series or whatever they did. I watched like a half of one episode. I didn't watch the whole thing. But nevertheless, a lot of people didn't know about this. So you're not going to go and hold those people accountable for working with him. They didn't know that this is what was going on. You can't go and say that, you know, first of all, Michael Jackson's situation, a lot of people's situation was very different. Bill Cosby, he flat out admitted what he did. Guilty. R. Kelly, he has videos. This dude has a sick habit of recording this shit. Flat out evidence that he did it. Michael Jackson, never charged with anything, never had any solid evidence of anything. Don't get me wrong. I will admit, it's very fucking weird for a grown-ass man to be wanting to be around someone else's children. He's not a daycare provider. He doesn't work here. It's weird. I agree. It's some very weird shit. Come on, Michael Jackson, come on now. But nevertheless, not only was he not charged with anything, not only was there not any solid evidence to incriminate him, to charge him with it. Listen to this. We all, for those of you who may not know all the facts, this same parent that tried to get Michael Jackson caught up in all this turns around and goes and try to do this to somebody else, some other parent, somebody that didn't even get a lot of news, almost nothing, no kind of news at all. But then messes up by I forget who it was. This is so many years ago, but some other celebrity tried to do the same thing with them. It was all about money for this parent. So that says a whole lot. That says a whole lot. Apparently, this parent had this. We knew what that was all about. That parent told them themselves by trying. We knew what that was all about. So no, you cannot put certain celebrities in the same category with R. Kelly. And you know why they're doing that? You know why they're bringing up all these other celebrities and putting all this other stuff out there and oh, you can't listen to their music because he wrote that music. You know why they doing all that? Because they're trying to protect him. And that's the biggest point I want to make in this video, is how extremely fucking sad it is, how pathetic it is, how it speaks so much to how twisted and damaged, so many of us black people are. Because we will support someone that is so fucking horrible. I don't care how good his music is. I don't care if he's saved. I don't care. You have preachers and you have all these pastors out there that's supposed to be these holy men and should be the best representation of decent people in all this damn planet. And they out there raping little boys and doing all kind of stuff. You got police who should be setting better examples. We should be able to rely on them to protect and serve, and they should be setting examples. Like, you know how often I see police running red lights? Speeding and flying around, not going nowhere. There's no emergency. Not using their turn signal, all kinds of stuff. I have this on my dash camera. I rant about this all the time. Police officer cutting me off. Look at my driving videos that I posted on my YouTube channel. I got a couple videos where police officers almost got in accidents with me. Their fault. Not paying attention. On their cell phone. How the hell are you going around giving people tickets for being on their cell phone? You on your cell phone. Not only are you on your cell phone, but you're almost causing an accident because you're on your cell phone. Not setting good examples at all. Those type of people don't deserve any kind of support. What is so wrong with our people, black people, that we're going to go out there and we're going to go and support these people, these no good fucking people? That is one of the biggest problems with our people, with black people. We continue to support no good shit. All the negativity, all the violence, all the no good. We seem to be so damn entertained by that. We cannot separate ourselves from all this shit that's just wrong for us, completely wrong for us. Whether it's music, whether it's some form of entertainment or actual people. Why can we not separate ourselves from that? I catch shit all the time with my job because these guys come, the suppliers come and want to make their deliveries. They don't want to do shit the way they're supposed to do it. I got to pay my bills. I got to feed my son. I'm going to do it the way my job tells me to do it. You catch an attitude, me cursing me out. Oh, gas station police and all these names and trying to make me feel bad because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Because I'm following it. And it's not just only about the laws and the policy and rules of my job, but it's the law. A lot of this stuff we're dealing with hazardous material. A lot of this stuff is the law. So you try to make it seem like it's a bad thing because I'm obeying the law, because I want to do the right thing. This is something just like the no snitch shit with black people. Who thought of that? Of course, we all can figure out. We use sense and we can figure out who thought of that. Some stupid ass criminal that didn't want to go to jail, didn't want to get in trouble for whatever crime he was committing. So let me go and encourage people to think that doing the right thing is something bad. Don't you snitch because it's a bad thing to snitch. It's a bad thing to do the right. Somebody robs you, somebody steals from you, somebody try to kill you, you better not say nothing. Because that's a bad thing to do. It's a bad thing to get justice.
Snitches get snitches.
But wait until it's somebody of another race. Wait until it's a police officer doing some crazy shit. You go and snitch real quick, won't you? You want justice then. You want justice then. But these stupid fuckers that's running around talking about no snitch, and you believe in that shit, you're following that shit. When are we going to get rid of this stupidity that exists within our people? When are we going to do away with being entertained, being so much in support of these no good ass people in the wrong shit? When are we going to stop this? That is one of the biggest problems for black people in this country. One of the biggest damn problems. We are destructive for ourselves. We are more harmful to ourselves than anything else in this daggone country. That's a fact. Black people kill other black people far more than any other race of people kill us. We kill each other more than far more than white people kill us in this country. Black people kill other black people far more than any Asian people, any other race of people. You name them. Facts. These are facts I'm stating right now. We do this to ourselves, selling drugs to each other, poisoning ourselves, robbing and raping, and it could be your own family doing you wrong, fucking you over, robbing you and stealing from you and shit. And even comedians and different folks joke about this shit. Steal your shit, your own family, and then you looking around like, damn, my shit, where my shit go at? And they actually helping you look for it. Like, you don't know you took my. Are you serious, motherfucker? Right. But my point is, it's fucking sad that we do so much to ourselves. We have become so harmful to ourselves. When are people gonna understand how extremely simple it is for us to what I've been hearing since the day I was born, rise up and overcome? You know what it's gonna take for black people to rise up and overcome? We need to unite. Something that costs absolutely no money. Something so extremely simple. Simply unite. Something that we should have learned from many, many years ago. I know I certainly observed it. I took from a lot of these old shows and old habits of these older people, our elders, our grandparents, great-grandparents, setting these examples. Look at the messages they try to show on these different shows, like Good Times and things. Look at what we can accomplish when we unite. Nobody took from that other than me. Nobody took from that other than me. Nowadays, all we want to do is see who can twerk the best and who gets the most likes and all this stupid shit. All these dumbass housewives shows and stuff that is absolutely no fucking good to us. It does absolutely no good for any of us black people to demonstrate people fighting each other and all this shit. Wendy Williams, all this gossip and talking about people starting shit, keeping that damn fire go, keeping shit going, creating drama and shit between people. And everybody's following this shit. Everybody's in love with the wrong shit, with this no good shit. How you doing? Fuck is wrong with us? All this stupid shit. This crackhead ass woman, somehow, she kissing somebody's ass and went from a radio show to a TV show. We're supporting this stupidity. All this drama that people continue to want to create is not a good example for us at all. It doesn't set a good example for us at all. Not one bit. I even shared with you a perfect example. And it's not just the young people that are being affected by this. Sadly, even the older people. You would think you're old enough to know better. You get to a certain age and you have more sense, or however you want to think of it. No, not necessarily the truth. Something else I'll share with you. I'm leaving out of my work. I'm ready to go home. On my way out, listen to some dumbass chick on the way in. She's more than 20 feet away from me and I hear her whole entire conversation. Why do us black people think it's necessary to be all out loud in public with your conversation on the phone, all loud and cursing and acting a fool, embarrassing your damn self? That horrible image that's been created for us black people, and we continue to support it by doing stupid shit like that. Nobody wants to hear your conversation, all your personal shit, and hear you cursing and talking all crazy. She's coming in there talking some crazy shit about this chick, and fuck, I told her, I'm gonna show her as a. Apparently, she's beefing with somebody based on the conversation. She's beefing with somebody, and I forget the woman's name. Let's just say, fuck it, Wendy Williams, for example. I forget what the girl's name is, but on her way walking, and she's all loud, and she's talking to somebody on the phone, and said something about how she ought to keep running up. I told that bitch something. I'm a Wendy Williams her ass, and it wasn't Wendy Williams, but for the lack of me remembering who the actual chick's name was. But I'm walking after this after I already left out. She's in there shopping, doing what she's doing. I left out. I'm walking over towards my car. I'm on my cell phone searching this name, trying to find out who this person is. Guess who it was? One of these dumbass chicks from one of these housewives shows. Apparently she done beat the crap out of somebody. So apparently what she was trying the point she was trying to make was that, yeah, I'm gonna beat the out of whoever this girl she was talking about, like that chick on the housewives show did. That's supposed to be, this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. It's not that we are not doing things, we're not supporting things that are good representation of us, that are not good examples for us. We need to do away with that shit. Subscribe to change. Subscribe to being better people.